Please take your seats. The program is about to begin. Please take your seats. The program is about to begin. Please take your seats. The program is about to begin. Please take your seats. The program is about to begin. Welcome to the 2025 In-Street Village Gala. To kick us off tonight, we are thrilled to welcome back Crush Funk. Thank you once again to Crush Funk. Please turn your attention to the screens. We'd like to share a brief video that highlights the power of the In-Street Village community and the impact of your support.
In-Street Village is community. In-Street Village is progress.
There's a true level of warmth and compassion that radiates throughout these walls.
It's a unity. It's family.
We always say, once you walk through those doors, you're part of our village.
It is a place for any woman who walks in, who can find what she needs, whether it's a smile, a case manager, a meal.
Just the embracing of women wherever they are in their journey.
When the village was formally created more than 50 years ago, there was just one location. And now N Street has 7 locations in 4 different wards across the city. I'd have to say that no matter the location, our mission is the same.
Many of the women who walk through our doors have navigated extremely challenging circumstances, whether it's securing stable housing, improving mental health, or finding a job.
It's all these things that can make a difference to people who just need a little help.
I was in and out of jail. I felt like I was giving up. It took a staff member to say, "When are you going to change your life? When do you want better for yourself?" I came back to her 2 weeks later and said, "I know what I want to do now. I want to live." And that was the first step.
When women come through our doors, they find hope and they find healing.
We love when we see our women working together and lifting each other up, and it really improves the likelihood of them successfully reaching their goals.
My confidence is good now, so I try to help other women here that's been struggling in that department too. We got all different type of women here. Some of them are good, some of them are still working on themselves.
The wide range of needs are as broad as the opportunities that N Street can embrace these women with.
We want to make sure that we understand what are your specific mental health needs, what are your specific physical health needs, what are your specific goals as it relates to reestablishing relationships with your families.
And that's treating that person as an individual, which means recognizing where she is today isn't where she's going to be tomorrow or a year from now.
Today, we're partnering with other providers and thought leaders to make systems-wide change.
These are big issues, and we've all got to wrap our arms around it and try to figure out how we can make it better.
When we try to strengthen programs, it just invites more people to learn about N Street and want to be a part of it as well.
The best thing is to come on onto this campus, find a way to volunteer, and 1,000% you'll be hooked by the spirit, by the energy, by the difference you see that's being made. I feel like when we come together, we really have the opportunity to make real, powerful, and lasting change.
To all of you,
Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome to N Street Village.
To the N Street Village family.
We're so glad you're here.
Please welcome to the stage the co-chairs of this evening's event, who also serve as vice chairs of the N Street Village Board, Hillary Baltimore and Ruth Sorensen.
Mission 1 accomplished. We didn't trip, so that's a good thing. I'm going to go a little off script first. I just want to say, seeing the smiles and hearing the laughter, I think you all are already hooked by the spirit. So thank you.
all right.
Good evening and welcome to the N Street Village 26th Annual Gala and Auction. Ruth and I are thrilled to be here with you as co-chairs for another exciting gala. Tonight, we gather in celebration of N Street Village's mission, its impact, and most importantly, the women we serve. As the largest provider of supportive services to women experiencing homelessness in Washington, D.C., our wellness programs help women achieve personal stability and meaningful gains in housing, income, employment, mental and physical health, and in their addiction recovery status. That's no small mission. It's life-changing.
By the end of this evening, we do hope you'll go out and share N Street's powerful story. Hillary, you and I have served in this gala role several times.
Should we count?
No. Our dedicated board chair, Peter Shields, and our deeply passionate and dynamic CEO, Portia Robertson Migas, challenged us to be even bolder in our messaging this year. Their advice, they said, just listen to the Beatles. We're a nonprofit with so much love. And this is our fundraiser night. So here's our translation of that challenge. All you need is love, da 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 da. All you need is love, da 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 da. All we need is love, love. Love is all we need, and a little bit of money. And there will be lots of opportunity tonight, and any amount makes a big difference. And I hear that most of you have started eating, and we welcome you to do that. Thank you. Tonight, we mark the incredible strides that this organization has made over the past 52 years. N Street Village is a place for second chances, resilience, and hope for a better future. For the women we serve, it's more than just a nonprofit. It's a community, a safe haven, and an extended family.
The video was a wonderful introduction, but there's so much more to know about N Street Village. Tonight, you'll have the privilege of meeting our 3 extraordinary Steinbrück Award honorees. Each of these remarkable women will share their personal journeys, stories of healing, transformation, and resilience. It's through their voices that you'll truly understand why more than 2,000 women walk through the doors of N Street Village each year, opening new pathways to a lifetime of hope and opportunity. Of course, none of this would be possible without the vision and dedication of our extraordinary leadership team. Their deep commitment ensures that every woman receives the shelter and supportive services she needs to see a future filled with possibilities. Tonight, we also have the opportunity to honor Cindy and Mark Aaron for their exemplary services and commitment to N Street. And we certainly couldn't have this kind of impact without all of you. You're going to hear it a lot tonight, so thank you for being here. Your generosity, your presence, and your belief in our mission fuel this work. To our longtime supporters, we are deeply grateful. To our new guests, welcome to the village. Once you step through the N Street doors, you are family.
While tonight is a celebration, we recognize that across our world, our city, homelessness, conflict, disruptions, personal and societal challenges persist. Please join us in a moment of silence to reflect on the realities beyond this room and to renew our commitment to being a part of the solution.
Thank you. Compassion, dignity, and respect are at the heart of everything we do at N Street Village. That's why our doors remain open 365 days a year, 24 hours a day. We're more than a shelter. We are a community that lives out its mission every single day. Thank you for being our partners in this work. Thank you for showing up here tonight and for believing in the power of second chances. Now it's our pleasure to welcome to the stage our fellow board members, Sarah Conrad, Ariel Elliott, and Peggy Sparks. Enjoy the evening.
All right. Can we take this? Or no?
Yeah. I don't know what this is.
Tonight, we're delighted to welcome more than 100 sponsors, all of whom are listed in the Gala program and on the screens. As Hillary and Ruth have mentioned, we couldn't do what we're doing at N Street without your support. We're grateful, and we'd like to recognize the major sponsors of tonight's Gala. Please hold your applause to the end. I have quite a few people to thank. Our sponsors of dignity, Cindy and Mark Aaron, Peter Shields and Ace Werner, the Sorensen family, our sponsors of perseverance, Accenture, Hillary and Tom Baltimore, Cynthia Dolan and Ronald Baruch, Sherry Heemstra and Decker Anstrom, Wiley Ryan LLP. Our sponsors of courage, American Express, Carolyn Arpin and Benjamin Sachs, Bloomberg Philanthropies, Mindy and John Gray, Julie and John Hamry, Microsoft, Park Hotels and Resorts, Prudential Financial, the J. Willard and Alice S. Marriott Foundation, the Nussdorf family, Lynn and Steve Torbeck, Goldman Sachs, Total Wine, and more. Okay, a round of applause for our sponsors.
We appreciate all the ways that so many of you have supported our vision and mission. I want to say a special thank you to all our auction donors, our silent auction donors this evening. And many of you are here to celebrate tonight with us. I hope that all of you have been bidding. For those of you who have not clicked on the link, please take out your phones and do that right now. We have over 2 pages of great items to bid, including Commanders tickets, which we know they're going to the Super Bowl this year, so time to start bidding on those. Actually, why don't everyone take off their phones right now? Put on your forks for a bit. Take out the phones. Should I call out Ace again? Like we did last year? One hand on your glass and one hand on your phone. When you arrived this evening, you received a link by text message. I would love for you to click on that link right now. The button that you will see after clicking on the link will say raffle. It should have just come when you stepped into the room. You can purchase a raffle ticket for $100. That $100 buys you a chance to win a 3-night stay for 2 at St. Regis Aruba Resort. It's a beautiful new beachfront paradise, and you'll have ocean view accommodation. Nagesh, maybe you can take Kaylee out, press it a few times. Please keep bidding, as the proceeds from your bids and your donation help to ensure that N Street Village can continue to do the very important work that we do.
Remember that the auction and raffle will close right after dinner, so buy your raffle tickets and get your final bids in for the auction now. You can even preset your maximum bids for the auction, sit back and let the software do the rest, and enjoy the rest of tonight's program. So for those of you who have celebrated with us for years in the past, know exactly what's happening behind me. The ambassadors of praise who have performed at many of our galas are here tonight, and we have the pleasure of welcoming them again this evening. The choir is based out of Luther Place Memorial Church, and many of the members are part of our N Street Village community. Please welcome the ambassadors of praise, accompanied by Justin Fitch, Justin Harrison, and Daniel J. Smith.
You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Don't give up hope. Don't give up hope. You're not alone. You're not alone. Don't you give up. Don't you give up. Keep moving on. Keep moving on. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Lift up your eyes. Lift up your eyes. Don't you despair. Don't you despair. Don't you give up. Don't you give up. The path is there. The path is there. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. I know you're scared. I know you're scared. And I'm scared too. And I'm scared too. But here I am. But here I am. Right next to you. Right next to you. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. And lead with love. And lead with love. And lead with love.
Hi, that was beautiful, wasn't it? Thank you, thank you, thank you to the ambassadors of praise for that wonderful song. Indeed, we gotta keep putting one foot in front of another and lead with love. That, along with the hope and community you sing about, is exactly what we have at In Street Village every day. We have an exceptional organization, and the dedicated In Street Village board is a huge factor behind that. Our board members bring their insights and expertise, and they collaborate with staff on every aspect of the village's work, from budget and finance to the buildings we own and operate, to the groundbreaking supportive services we offer women. And, of course, board chair Peter Shields, along with our vice chairs Ruth and Hillary, lead the way in so many different ways, including ensuring the village that this village gala is successful each year. Really. For those of you who did not catch it during the video, I'm Portia Robertson-Migas, and I've had the pleasure of serving as president and CEO of In Street Village for just a year now. Earlier in my career, I worked as a television producer. A lot of you know that. And I don't think I'll ever get used to being in front of the camera or up on stage. I prefer being behind the scenes. But I have to tell you, anytime I have the chance to talk about N Street Village, the incredible impact we have on the women we serve, and all those people who make it possible, I'm going to take it. Right now, I'm seizing the opportunity to introduce you to Cindy and Mark Aaron, who are receiving our 2025 Founders Award this year. The Founders Award was created in 1998 to recognize Friends of N Street Village for their contributions and their dedication to the village. I feel fortunate to have known many of the original founders. We have two in the room tonight, Gary and Margaret Meering. The original founders were an interfaith group of people who came together to create the village. They were people who boldly invested in radical hospitality, people dedicated to welcoming the stranger and feeding the poor. I can say with certainty that Cindy and Mark Aaron reflect the vision of the group that founded N Street Village more than 50 years ago. In addition to supporting N Street Village, Mark has volunteered with countless organizations across the region, and he sits on the board of Bread for the City. Cindy began volunteering at N Street Village 15 years ago and served on our board for 11 years. Those two embody the very core of N Street's mission, driven by a deep sense of compassion that motivates many of us to want to do more. Cindy and Mark, your commitment to N Street Village is beyond inspiring. It's infused with heart, spirit, and purpose. Thank you for your compassion, your kindness, and all the generous ways in which you contribute to N Street Village. Please welcome Mark and Cindy Aaron, our Founders' Words of Wisdom.
Thank you. We are truly honored to be the recipient of this year's Founders Award. Many thanks to the village for making this happen. Being a part of N Street Village since 2010 has been a remarkable experience for me. Whatever time and effort I have put in to N Street has been returned to me 100-fold. I want to briefly just share with you one N Street story, although, trust me, there are many more, but I won't spend the time to do that. I became a part of N Street Village after a nearly 30-year career as a professor of American history, where my specialty was the history of American women. So I knew when I retired, I would want to do something that kept me engaged with women's issues. So a friend told me about N Street Village and brought me down for a visit with the person who was then the executive director and for a tour. What impressed me immediately was not only the remarkable range of services that they offered, but the incredible dignity and respect with which every member of the staff treated each and every woman there. So I asked about volunteer opportunities. At the time, there was a small program where volunteers said that they would help to teach some women learn to read better. So I figured, okay, I would try this. And within a short period of time, I met Annie, who would be my student. Annie's not her real name. On the first visit, she told me her story. She was 50 years old. She had lived on the street. She had been a crack addict and a prostitute. She was not a resident of N Street. She lived somewhere in Northeast DC. But she came to N Street to take advantage of our Bethany Women's Center. That's the program that's opened every day of the year to any woman who would like to come in and spend the day. We offer breakfast and lunch and snacks and showers and washers and dryers and a warm, safe place to spend the day. Annie wanted to improve her reading skills to help her negotiate bus signs and street signs. So I admit I was a little nervous, but I thought, well, I know how to read and I know how to teach, so maybe I can teach Annie to read a little better. We began meeting once a week. What I learned immediately was that Annie was very smart, and not just street smart. She was also very funny. She was irreverent. She made me laugh. But her reading difficulties really confounded me. She could read the word unmanageable. And when I said to her, "Can you use that word in a sentence?" she said, "My life had become unmanageable." But she couldn't get from the word cat to the word hat. So we worked together for about a year, and then she just stopped coming. No one knew what had happened to her. Staff members who knew her made inquiries, but to no avail. I can't say that Annie became an excellent reader in the time we spent together, but I can tell you what I learned. First, I learned that just because I knew how to read and I knew how to teach didn't mean I knew how to teach an adult, especially one who had experienced serious trauma, how to read. And that's why I'm so excited that N Street is beginning to initiate a robust, professional, functional literacy program that you'll hear about soon. Second, what I learned from meeting with Annie once a week was what I had discovered on my very first visit, that this was an amazing place that did remarkable work for women who had endured hardships and traumas that most of us could never imagine. So more than 15 years later, I've had the privilege of watching N Street grow to serve women in 7 sites throughout the city. As I said before, this organization and the community it serves have given me so much more than I could ever have offered to it. So I'm leaving the board. Actually, I've left it. But leaving the board doesn't mean leaving N Street. I'm sticking around. I'm looking forward to supporting this extraordinary group of committed, dedicated people who make up N Street Village. Especially at this challenging and uncertain time in our country's history, I hope the people sitting in this room will choose to do the same. Thank you.
Dinner is now served. Please enjoy.